The US President Barack Obama says he's pleased with the progress being made against the Islamic State group in the Middle East, but he's acknowledged the military setbacks for the group are directly causing a rise in terrorism elsewhere in the world. President Obama says Russia's support is vital to ending Syria's civil war and crushing Islamic State, but he's not confident he can trust Russian President Vladimir Putin. Anne Barker reports.
Barack Obama gave a press briefing in Washington after meeting top military and security officials at the Pentagon. It was part of a National Security Council assessment of what's worked and what hasn't in the fight against the Islamic State group.
On the ground in Syria and Iraq, ISIL continues to lose territory. Tragically, however, we have also seen that ISIL still has the ability to direct and inspire attacks.
US-led forces continue to make big gains against ISIS, he says, killing its leaders and recapturing key towns. But as the jihadist group loses ground in Syria and Iraq, it's increasingly posing a threat abroad.
The decline of ISIL in Syria and Iraq appears to be causing it to shift to tactics that we've seen before, an even greater emphasis on encouraging high-profile terrorist attacks, including in the United States.
President Obama says the US-led coalition has launched 14,000 airstrikes against ISIS and carried out 100,000 sorties. Each small victory has netted valuable intelligence. More recently, the US has carried out strikes against ISIS in Libya and Afghanistan. But military force alone, the president says, won't be enough to defeat it.
So long as their twisted ideology persists and drives people to violence, then groups like ISIL will keep emerging, and the international community will continue to be at risk in getting sucked into the kind of global whack-a-mole where we're always reacting to the latest threat or lone actor.
Barack Obama says defeating ISIS in Syria requires an end to the civil war, where the Assad regime's brutality keeps pushing more and more Syrians into the arms of extremists. But to end the war, he says, will require the support of Russia, and he says he's not confident he can trust Vladimir Putin in Syria.
The U.S. remains prepared to work with Russia to try to reduce the violence and strengthen our efforts against ISIL and al-Qaeda in Syria. But so far, Russia has failed to take the necessary steps. Given the deteriorating situation, it is time for Russia to show that it is serious about pursuing these objectives.
Barack Obama says the US won't give up its efforts to end the civil war and restore peace to Syria, but he admits the stress of seeking a solution has turned his hair grey.
I've been wrestling with this thing now for a lot of years. I am pretty confident that a big chunk of my grey hair comes out of my Syria meetings.
The US President Barack Obama ending that report by Anne Barker.